Oh, man.
That's true.
It's all good. Dig? But guess what? This is still a witness because you can never say, well, Lord, I didn't know.
I said the brothers over there.
We over here on the corner and they know they can come over. Some of them have seen us over here before. Right. Plenty of times.
Y'all gonna hit that rewind button.
But guess what? This Bible right here jugs your spirit.
Yeah, it do.
You feel me? So if you wicked and you want to stay in the darkness, you gonna stay away from this light right here. Because once you understand, you got to put down the old man and become a new creature.
Still listening.
Right? And that's not easy when you stuck on what you stuck on. You gotta be willing to say, you know what? Let me take myself up out of it and do whatever the Lord says.
That's right.
That's what it comes down to. Right? It's much easier for the heathen to pull up, put you in a circle, and give you a bologna sandwich. They say, oh, I love you.
Put you in a circle.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to, hey, come on over here and learn who you are, learn what God requires of you before America burns. See, the average Negro don't know we on the brink of World War III, nuclear holocaust.
Yeah. He ain't coming in the hood once that happens.
South Korea just fired off missiles at North Korea while Obama was there.
That's right.
North Korea, Russia, China, and Iran are all allies, bro. What are you talking about? See what I'm saying? And that Russia-Ukraine situation getting worse and worse. You on the brink of World War III.
And all of them have their own independent banking system.
Yeah, they do.
Most people don't trip off that. Yeah. The reason why they go to war with those countries specifically.
Speak up, brother.
The reason why they go to war with them countries specifically is because they have their own money. They got their own banking system.
Which makes them sovereign.
Which makes them sovereign. Right. So they have to give you something that makes it look like, hey, we're at war with them because we're trying to liberate the country. He's a dictator. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not what's true. They're not under the banking system that the United States is under. They trying to do a one world order.
That's why they killed Gaddafi.
That's why they killed Gaddafi.
Gaddafi had got the largest amount of gold and the untapped water reserve up under Libya.
That's right.
And even if you're unemployed, man, if you're unemployed in Libya, you get $1,000.
You get $1,000 a month
and go to school for free.
When you get married, you get money until you get on top.
That's some dictator.
And Obama called him an evil dictator.
Like, come on, man, that's straight mad.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So good is bad and bad is good in this society.
So hence Babylon.
Babylon.
Confusion. That's all it comes down to, man.
Right.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother, pull it.
In John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
See that?
Right.
Verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. Verse 21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in God.
See, he that doeth truth come to the light, that his deeds may be revealed, that they are worked in God.
That's right.
And he that love wickedness gonna say, oh, later for that Bible, later for them instructions.
All right.
You see, it's not an easy thing becoming a new creature. I mean, it's easy to get back out there and get on the block and grab some drugs and go max some women real quick. And
that's easy.
I mean, what you talking about, getting some money? I mean, is that what you're talking about? Oh, we're talking about eternal life.
That's temporary.
That's what it's all about, man. Everything else don't even matter.
Right.
Everything else is secondary. Everything else basically is a distraction. So we got to get back to that. We got to get back to what the Lord required, because your reality, your existence as you know it, will soon be eradicated. And unless you covered by the Lord, there's no hope for you, man. You feel me? You ain't gonna be able to run. You ain't gonna be in the kingdom bumping, throw that boy. Cause y'all know that boy just signed a gay rapper.
Come on, man. Throw that boy.
Don't even say it.
Y'all know that boy just signed a gay rapper, right? Wow. Little Weezy, that demon.
Yeah.
Wow. He just signed a rapper. He got a song called "Throw That Boy Pussy."
Sure do.
He did.
And the youth are being raised on this man.
He was gonna do a remix to the song.
And y'all look up to these men like these men are something, man. These men are demons, man. They gonna get you killed if you keep entertaining.
Flat out.
All right, the Lord said he testified that the works of the world are evil. Grab John 7:7. And then read that what you got right there. Rock 5.
Rock 5, 7.
Yes, sir.
Make no tarry to turn to the Lord.
The Bible say make no tarry. Stop putting off. Return to the Lord. Come on now.
and put not off from day to day.
Right.
For suddenly shall the wrath of God come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
He told you, get out the vibration of putting off from day to day. Like you got it forever to get with God. You don't. Then he say, suddenly his wrath will come forth, and then your security, oh, I'm good, huh? I'm sealed into my job, my feet up. I got a nice house, nice car. I'm good at saying your security, you're gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
I'm not saying you can't have none of these things, but don't let that be your measuring stick or your security out here in this society. Your security need to be the Lord.
That's right.
Period.
Precept on that too.
Hold on when you got it, brother. Come on.
I got it. Precept on that bitter and sweet, that Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
See what the Bible say? Woe unto you. You're not supposed to be doing your own thing. None of us live or die unto ourselves.
That's the truth. Man, say that again.
So none of us live or die unto ourselves, Romans the 14th chapter. So get that out your mind, you an individual. For we are a nation of people, man. Somebody taught you how to wipe your rear end, tie your shoes,
Everything you done
brush
did.
your teeth,
You done
speak, walk, cook. You done learn. You wasn't programmed with it. You had to be taught it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So none of us live or die unto ourselves, man. Understand that and understand where we at with it. We are a nation of people that is under a blood contract with the Lord of the Bible.
That's right.
You feel me? And he coming to collect.
That's
Regardless if you like it or not. You better holler at him before he holler at you. And you don't want the Lord to come holler at you.
Oh,
Read the book of Jonah. Huh? Lord had to come holler at Jonah. Because he ain't want to go put that work in. Right? Hey, you find yourself in the belly of a big fish.
right.
Got another precept.
Go ahead, brother, pull it. Whatever anybody got, pull it.
You got that James chapter 3. Old and new, new and old.
But this one here,
I got one.
James
you only
chapter
get
3, verse
here
11.
over.
This the question. Doth a fountain send forth the same place sweet and bitter water? You catch that? The fountain shoot bitter and sweet water at the
So
same
when you go
time.
to the water fountain, it's a sweet and bitter water. at the
Or
same
something
time.
called salt.
Right.
Can't
Come
get
on.
salt water out of fresh water.
Right, come on.
Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries? Either of vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh?
See? So what's coming out of you? Blessings and curses.
Hey,
What's coming out of you? What is all this really about? Go ahead, brother.
who is a wise man and endure with knowledge among you?
Right.
Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. The wisdom descended not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish.
No, we said that. That wisdom is not from above. So you have earthly wisdom. But it's sensual, it's devilish, it's all about you. See, the Lord, you gotta be basically an open channel for blessings from the Lord. He bless you, you gotta be willing to give it away.
That's right.
You receive in
That's
order
right.
to give.
Freely you give, freely you receive.
You can't just be receiving. That's all Esau wanted to do, just receive.
That's right.
But Jacob was what? I receive to give. And in doing that, what you receive from the Lord, you're giving out to humanity. You're giving out to your people. You see what I'm saying?
You're paying it for.
So at that point, guess what? You're basically a transmitter for the blessing from on high
That's right.
to your people. That's how it's supposed to be, man.
So
All
God
these
is
had
about
to go holler
nation
at
building.
Peter.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Lord is about serving others, man.
That's right.
Remember, he came and washed the
Wash
disciples' feet.
He washed feet.
And that's how we as a nation supposed to be. We're supposed to be servicing our brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Prefer them above ourselves.
That's right.
I lay on the floor, you take
Take
the
the
bed.
couch. That's right. Or the bed.
You cold out, take the coat off my back.
That's right.
That's what that's about. You
That's
see what I'm
right.
saying? We ain't supposed to be selfish, man.
That's right.
You spend all the time worrying about you ain't gonna get to nobody
Don't
else.
get to nobody else.
You gonna be straight. Just do what the Lord says.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
You said you had a precept. Where you
Yeah, precept. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. Which fear before him.
Which fear before him.
Which fear before him.
See, men don't fear God anymore, man.
That's right.
And it's mind-blowing because you see all the natural disasters that's happening. Worldwide, all the disasters. Right? That should put a fear in you. Like, look, whoever that is not happy with what we are doing.
Right.
Right? So when you see 7.6 earthquake rock Mexico last week, huh? When you see earthquakes shaking up, LA was shaking for like 4 days, man. When you see these things happening, you supposed to be, you know what? The Lord spoke of these things before they happen. You know what I'm saying? Let us get back to what thus saith the Lord so we can be found in good grace, man.
That's right.
Did we forget the flood so quickly?
Right.
Did you forget the flood so quickly?
Let me show you how quick we are. That's a good point. Show you how quick that we forget. When the last time you heard somebody speak of Hurricane Katrina? You don't even speak about it no more.
Tornado in Joplin.
Last time you heard think about the tornado that ripped through Joplin 2 years ago, bro. EF5.
Yeah.
Dropped Joplin, Missouri. Man,
The whole entire Joplin.
tornado.
Did we forget the flood?
Did we forget
The wrath of God.
the wrath of God?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what they
Did
call
you
that
forget
tornado,
the wrath of
Look,
God?
They just had on the news this week. Check this out.
That's what people don't trip off of. He
Wrath
giving
of God.
all the signs.
Right.
You just got to be spiritually connected enough to it to recognize that it's a sign. If you don't know it's a sign, you got a normalcy bias. You think everything is going to be the same. And it's not. It's showing you that it's changing.
God is
Did
trying to
you
wake
forget the
these people up.
flood?
Or what about the earthquake in the days of Uzziah?
Come on.
That they speak about in Revelation. That must have been a powerful earthquake, boy.
What about the earthquake that rocked her and they heard the bells ring overseas?
They know about the New Madrid fault here. It run right through St. Louis.
Yeah, that's
Last time that deal slipped, they heard church bells ringing in Boston.
in Boston.
Hey, what about Yellowstone? So they keeping that quiet.
Yellowstone National
All
Park.
the animals are running up out of there.
Yeah, the animals done booked.
Yo, National Park, Yellowstone National
And if
Park.
that go, we really
It's a volcano.
It's a volcano.
It's a volcano.
super volcano.
It's a
Not just
super
normal. That's a super volcano.
All the bison are fleeing. The bison, the elk, the deer, all the animals are getting up out of Yellowstone Park as we speak now.
As we speak now.
And look, how the world supposed to be destroyed by what this time?
Fire.
Understand, a volcano of that size, the dust and the ash and all the tuff that comes out of that volcano will affect the whole planet. Not just part of it,
The
not
whole
just
world.
America. The ash, listen, when a volcano explodes, the ash, that's glass in the air, you breathe it.
That's right.
They looked at the bones of those animals that died the other time, they look back in history. That, like the Pompeii,
The Pompeii. I was just
that's
gonna say that.
glass in them lungs, bro, because
Yeah.
you inhaling
It's
glass.
molten lava, man.
So you getting killed from the inside out.
Yeah.
And then it leaves marks on your bones
Yeah.
to build them. Man, it's not a game, Lord. It's not playing with you.
We need
Man,
that, brother.
that's serious.
Day in the Lord, 2 Peter 3.
Yeah, it's very terrible.
2 Peter 3,
hold
10
this one?
14.
Yeah.
What you done with that? Because we
Yeah.
gotta get back to that.
Oh, well, yeah, I got just a little bit more to that. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow. But he feareth not before Yah, because he feareth not before Yah.
Right.
That's the end of it.
Now finish it out, bro.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 7.
And everything we teach and preach is biblical based.
That's
If you
right.
got a question, come on over and ask your question. That's that one system. That's that one system. If you got a question, come on over and ask your question. Everything we teach and preach is in the Bible. It's time for God's people to come back to Him. All right, come on, brother. Finish it up.
Make no tarry to turn to the Lord,
Uh.
and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed,
Come on.
and perished in the day of vengeance.
See, the day of what? Vengeance. Let's read about that day of vengeance real quick, brother. 2 Peter
What do you
3.
say? In your security.
Yeah, because
Think
you
you
thought
secure.
you were safe already. Yeah.
Verse 1.
Think you're good.
10 to 14. That's gonna kill it. About this day of vengeance we just read
Oh.
about.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night,
Oh.
in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great
All
noise.
right, everybody look up. That's gonna pass away with a great noise, man. Sonic boom!
That's the vibration that started anyway.
Woo!
Blow it up.
Come on, bro.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And you got, it's so hot, the elements are going to be melted. We just read about the day of vengeance, right? We reading about it now. So hot that the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. Man, that's so hot enough, that's hot enough to melt steel. That's hot enough to freeze your shadow on the wall. Woo. That's what happened during Pompeii, not only Pompeii, but Hiroshima.
Oh, man.
They dropped the hydrogen nuclear on Japan.
Hey, bro,
it was freezing people's shadows on the wall, man.
Everybody Google the Atom Cafe. You'll see about that.
Yeah.
The Atom Cafe on YouTube.
ATOM Cafe.
And trip off this, that bomb that they dropped, it didn't even drop directly on the people. Yeah. It blew up before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
That's what most people don't even know. So this earthquake, I mean this volcano at Yellowstone, that's coming from internal. Don't swat it. That's coming from internal. So you gotta watch out.
From the core of the earth.
That's coming from the core.
Yeah.
Think about it.
And knowing that the Lord gonna use the next element on the list. Like he already used water.
That's right.
Water cleanses.
The next element is fire. Fire cleanses too.
Fire cleanses too.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's gonna be the final purge. If you in a lab and you got a bad experiment or anything, you incinerate.
Yeah. See that? So the Lord coming with that next element. He about to put fire on the rebellious. And it's gonna melt the elements, man. Like if that don't put fear in you about the wrath of God, nothing will.
Right.
Nothing will. You just a reprobate.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah, okay. Come on, brother. I don't want to wait to see that to say, okay, I believe.
Most of the people seeing
Make
is
no
believing.
tear to tell
Wait
to the
till
Lord.
they see.
People require a sign. They always do, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Wicked
that's right.
and adulterous generation seeking
That
after
needed
sign.
to have the sign.
And they
See,
said
look.
that to the Lord after he just fed them. Come on, brother.
No.
Second
What
Peter,
sign show us down? I just fed y'all.
It's a gang of y'all.
Stand 5,000 and you joke.
And you still want, showing you that if it's not for you to believe, you're not going to believe it anyway. The Lord just did a miracle, man. They didn't believe. All right, come on, brother.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation
Man, read that again.
and godliness?
Read
Verse
that
11.
again.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved,
Everything
what
gonna go.
manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
See, if you know that these things are happening, if you know the elements are going to be dissolved,
They're called the periodic
how
table
are
of
we
elements.
supposed to be talking? How are we to be conducting ourselves knowing that the Lord has reserved this for fire? We ought to be holy conversation and godliness, man. Trying better every day to get better. All right, come on, bro.
Verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God.
So what are we looking for? The scripture just told you what we're looking for. Looking for and hasting.
Unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Your mind can't even imagine that, man. Come on, bro.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth,
Right.
wherein dwelleth righteousness.
For y'all to say, well, look, if it burned up, y'all gonna be here too. No, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth.
Right,
man.
that's right.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we are looking for. All right, that's what we doing. That's why we out here laboring for the Lord, man.
And that's why Yahshua showed you that your flesh, that death have no power over your flesh. That's the whole purpose of the resurrection. That's the whole purpose for him showing them, look, hey, stick your finger in there. Huh? The whole resurrection of his body after he had died that was him showing you that death have no power over you. He have defeated death. He has defeated death.
Said, boy, spirit don't have flesh and bones.
He defeated death. That's the truth right there.
That's
He
what we
has
out here
defeated
screaming,
death.
man.
That's right.
Read that Isaiah 58:1 real quick. Show us that's what we out here for.
He defeated death, man. You ain't got to fear that. stand up for what's right.
That's right.
Wish none of y'all would perish. First, Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin.
See what the Bible tells us to do? Cry aloud. Don't even spare no feelings.
I got another precept, bro.
Let me grab that. Isaiah, you said 26:10.
See, there's nothing. Ezekiel was on the same mission. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning for me.
See, the Lord say, warn them from me. I told you to warn them.
Hey, we was rapping with this bro yesterday, man, and he was telling us, we was rebuking him about the Sabbath day and whatnot. He was like, hey, I don't want to be rebuked by y'all. I'll just rather fall into the hands of the Lord.
Robert. Hold on. I'm glad you said this. Hey, get some scriptural verification for that.
You want to fall in the hands of the Lord?
No, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living God. Hey, let's grab. Was you done with that?
Oh, bro, I mean, go ahead, man.
Right, Proverbs 13 and 13.
That be the mindset of most of our people. They don't want us telling them nothing. That's where that shit comes from. Only God can judge me.
See, that's the mindset of our people today, though. Oh, they like, look, I don't want the reproof of the Bible. I'd rather let God deal with it.
Yeah.
But God trying to deal with you right here.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Now, being that you don't want none of his reproof, there's only one judgment for you.
Verse 18.
If you ain't sons,
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand.
But his blood will I require at your hands. Well, that boy the devil right there. That boy right there, that fly. I beat him.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, that boy used to almost be getting hit cussing us out. That's crazy.
Verse 19. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness,
Right.
nor from his wicked ways, like what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
he shall die in his iniquity.
He shall die in his iniquity.
But thou hast delivered thy soul,
But you delivered your soul.
because you tried to reproof him.
Yeah. So and Mordecai and them
Good
brothers,
work, man.
them brothers
See?
delivered their soul.
See?
Because they warned the brothers. That's right. Like, hey man, you better start doing what thus saith the Lord. You don't see this economical, the 28th banker, 7
Just
weeks.
did it again.
No, 29th banker.
Knocked himself.
Hey man, these bankers are committing suicide and being murdered, huh? On a rate that you have never seen ever. Ain't no 29 CEOs of no banks died in 7 weeks, bro. Ever in world history, back to back like this. Whether it's suicide or people murdering them. See that? Where was you at, brother?
I got that Proverbs 13:13.
Proverbs 13:13. Pull it, brother.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
See, that's either ain't gonna pay when you believe it.
Right.
If you despise his word, your judgment is destruction.
That's right.
But if you fear the commandment, the instructions of God, you shall live. You shall be delivered. It's a simple equation.
Life and death.
Right.
But you see, our people don't want it, man.
They don't.
People can care less.
He said, I sent you to the children of Israel, a rebellious house.
Second witness that Hebrew Proverbs 15 and 10, over 2 chapters. And you got something about the Lord.
That's why I mean Isaiah 26.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die.
See what he say?
That's
He
a
that
killer.
hated reproof should die. So
a
when the
shot right there.
boys say,
Shot.
well,
And he said,
you know, I'd rather fall into the hands of God. Brother, the Bible says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, man. But that shows you no fear of the Lord is even being taught.
That's right.
We actually think this is going to continue forever, man.
That's right.
And that's the wrong vibration to be in, man.
You want to continue in the land of your captivity, by the hands of your enemies.
See, it's in his list of things that he tell us to keep his laws, statutes, commandments, is one that always get missed out. It's them judgments.
Judgment.
Look at them judgments that the Lord done laid out for us. And he done gave you plenty of examples as well of how he get down, man. We think the Lord gonna be so lenient on us, bro. Have our people think that the Lord just gonna be so passive and excuse a lot of the shit that we did when it get to that time.
Right,
Or
right.
he gonna flatline you.
Like this unclean phenomenon. The woman thinks she can go break wedlock and lay with somebody and say, "Oh, the Lord will forgive me."
The Lord, yeah, it's like
Man,
the Lord
look,
just
that's the wrong
like that.
vibration to be here. What
that's
makes you so sure?
That's
You
not
must
the
don't
truth.
know the judgments of the Lord.
That's not the
You
truth.
tripping. You see that? That let you know, man, no fear of God is even being taught
That's right.
anymore. But see, that's what happens when you take the law and commandments out the equation. You know what's left? Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
And that takes the fear of God out. Because
right.
if there's no law, there's no judgment either.
That's right.
So we ain't got to worry about being judged. All they getting bricked to death and burned, yeah, okay. Okay, we got the Hebrews 10.
I got it. You had that Peter too.
Yeah.
Second that Peter.
He pulled it already.
Isaiah 62.
Oh, yeah, 62 and 6, bro. Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy wall, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
See, the Lord set up men, watchmen, amongst his people that will never be quiet. That's going to spit about this kingdom until the kingdom comes.
That's right.
That'll never hold their peace. Come on, bro.
Ye that make mention of the Lord,
Right.
keep not silent,
Keep going, read verse 7, bro.
and give him no rest,
Give the Lord no rest.
till he establish, and till he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
See what he say? Don't even give the Lord rest. Remember, he's our father, we his children.
That's right.
You know what it's like if you got a child, you know what it's like when that baby crying at night? Huh? You can't get no rest. So the Bible say don't get the Lord no rest. We supposed to always be praying to the Lord to deliver us about this hellhole,
Right.
man.
That's right.
Don't even give him rest.
right.
Because he said a watchman that won't keep quiet. Don't give him no rest until he establishes back where we supposed to be at, man. This is not living. See that? If you depend on another man's table to feed your own, it's not living. And that's what's happening. Regardless if you got a job or not, you're still dependent on another man's table to feed you.
You still are. You still
Period.
are.
It's not so. The Sirach chapter 40 say that's not a life to be counted as a life.
That's not a life.
We think it's living because we got a card that say we can go get some food at the Snooks. All that food processed. You ain't none of y'all growing your own food
Some
and harvesting it.
GMOs.
Come on, man. The very food you eat, check us out. How they make money off selling you 99-cent burgers? Who making money? They ain't making no money. Know what they doing though? They killing you though.
That's the whole point.
Huh? You paying real cheap for your death.
That's the whole point. When you go to your oppressor or your oppressive system for education, for food, for water, then it's not a life.
And security.
It's not a life. Your faith is in Massa, not in the Most High. We live with each other. Why is somebody else so directly attached to your salvation? Love God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul.
That's right.
And love your neighbor
That's
as
right.
yourself. Why is somebody else so directly attached to your salvation?
You a nation of people.
Because you're a nation of people.
Third-party entity.
That's what people fail to recognize. Once we are, like Daniel chapter 12 say, once that knowledge run to and fro, and once the power of the holy people gets scattered, you're supposed to be waking up and detaching yourself from the system.
Come out of her, my people.
You're supposed to be detaching yourself from the system. Finding a way to stop messing with that.
We had to cut something else on.
We're right.
They did Isaiah 62 already.
Isaiah 26 and 10. You want me to start at 9? Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked.
Right.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
So he said, let favor be shown to the
That's
wicked,
right.
but he won't learn righteousness. So the Lord will give grace, but guess what? He said the wicked still won't learn.
They won't learn it.
See that? Come on, bro.
For when the judgments, no, there it is. Let favor be shown to the wicked. Yet will he not learn righteousness.
Right.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
He gonna deal unjustly, like we read in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.